Captain Mikel Obi, who has heaped praise on Ghanaian football star, that is André Ayew, describing him as not just a great player, but also a passionate advocate for the development of Ghanaian and African football. Mikel says Ayew's honesty, leadership, and vision could even see him one day make a move into football administration, suggesting that if the former Black Stars captain chooses to run for the presidency of the Ghana Football Association, he would make a strong impact on Ghana football.
Andre is somebody who speaks his mind, is somebody who says how it is, and that's how I like people to always be honest, be truthful, and say the right things, the things that we need to change, and how we have to have things to be done. And he's a bit like me. We have to change things. When you need to change things, you have to be vocal about it. You have to say it. And I enjoyed it. He's a great guy, a great human being, not just as a player. As a human being, I got to know him a bit more now. Lovely guy, a guy from a good family, a humble family, a guy who wants to see things done properly, see the game run properly, and see the game grow. And I believe, I don't know what his objectives are, but I believe you can tell from today the way he spoke. He's somebody who cares about the game, who cares about Ghanaian football and African football, and wants to see the game develop and do well. And I just have to say a massive thank you to him. And if he decides one day that he wants to run for the president of Ghana football, I think he will do well, because you can tell with the passion and the vision that he has that he wants to see Ghanaian football move further and continue to grow.
Mikel Obi there speaking passionately about André Ayew. Moving on, newly signed Asante Kotoko goalkeeper Danlad Ibrahim has expressed his determination to make a strong return to the club and build on the experience he gained during the time away. The 23-year-old goalkeeper has returned to Asante Kotoko ahead of the 2026-27 season, signing a 2-year deal after leaving the club in June 2024 following an 8-year stint. Speaking in an interview with the club's media, he expressed his delight at returning to the club where he began his professional journey.
Very good feeling, because always when you are at Asante Kotoko, you are at home, so I'm feeling so great. Yes, because I came here as a very young boy, and even when I was leaving, I was still young, so I was having that kind of dream that definitely I'm going to be back, and then continue the good works for this club. Maturity, because I went outside the country, and the kind of experiences that I just got over there.
3FM 92.7.
When I was here, I had my challenges and let's say the good moments as well. So a blend of all these two, definitely there's going to be a big or a lot of changes personally and also in terms of playing. So there will be big changes, or let's say slight changes in me. So it shouldn't be a surprise to a lot of people, because we are growing and then we are getting matured in the game, and also in terms of personality. Being a champion is easy, but how to maintain it. So now how to maintain my performance and everything is up to me. It's all about hard work. Since I'm here, I'm ready for every challenge.
Asante Kotoko goalkeeper Danlad Ibrahim, who signed a new deal to return to the Porcupine Warriors. Friday, he will be in action as Asante Kotoko come up against Hartlepool. Let's do a bit of diversion into women's football, where Ghana Women's Premier League champions Ampem Darkoa ladies opened their 2026 CAF Women's Champions Liga Zone B qualifiers with a dominant display against defending Wafubi champions, that is ASEC Mimosas. Ampem Darkoa victory puts them in pole position ahead of the next game against AS Gad National of Niger on Thursday, that is August 27th, 2026. Now, still on women's football, Ghana Black Princesses coach Charles Sampson confirmed the absentees in an injury update with a goalkeeper Asana Osman, Grace Ando, and Jenna Kayla Sapon among those unavailable. Now, forward Mercy Atiobra has also been ruled out, while Mariam Ponsa, Linda Owusu, and Jessica Apia complete the list of players missing the under-20 women's tournament that is coming up shortly. Now, the injury setback comes just weeks before Ghana begin their campaign against Ecuador, and says this is a big blow.
Asana unfortunately got an ACL injury at the time that she was also really on her peak. Those were those unfortunate events that we didn't know. We don't know how to deal with. We accept it as it is. So she is also out for this World Cup. Jenna also was part of us during the South Africa qualifiers. Played both games. Unfortunately, dislocated her shoulder. and had to go through injury, so she's also out. Grace also an ACL. We don't know why the ACL keep coming on the goalkeepers, so she also has it and she's out. Linda was the latest one, and it was a little difficult to take in because she has a different role in the team. She's a leader. She has been our captain throughout these qualifiers. So that was a really difficult one, but I know that we'll take it in good faith, and I know that others will step in to be able to replace her. Messi, from our first qualifier that she played with Tunisia, unfortunately she went and got ACL back in Egypt where she played. So we were hoping that she could be fit for the World Cup, so we invited her in camp. But unfortunately, she needs more time to heal.
That is Charles Sampson there, the coach of the Black Princesses of Ghana, providing an update on the injury situation in camp. Ghana will be playing Ecuador in their first game the tournament sometime next week, and we're hoping to get off to a flying start. Now, the Democracy Cup Trophy has begun a tour of key state institutions ahead of Friday's third edition of the competition between Accra Hearts and, of course, Asante Kotoko. A delegation from Parliament, led by the Clerk to Parliament, Ebenezer Huma, presented the trophy to the Chief of Defence Staff, Lieutenant General Williams Japon in Accra on a Monday. The tour is aimed at promoting national unity and highlighting the role of democratic institutions and sports in bringing Ghanaians together. Now, speaking during the presentation, Clerk to Parliament, Ebenezer Huma said the initiative reflects Parliament's commitment to using football to promote togetherness.
30th anniversary of parliamentary democracy and the Fourth Republic ushered in this concept. And ever since, we've been in this business yearly. As you may recall, with this motion, last year we were here, by your magnanimity, and we presented a card, and, we went through and the Parliament is walking the talk.
Lieutenant General Williams Japon also welcomed the initiative and reaffirmed the Ghana Armed Forces' commitment to protecting Ghana's democratic system.
Parliament bringing this to our doorsteps tells us that they see us as one of the stakeholders who will drive the country's democracy. We know that democracy thrives in an area, importantly, where there's law and there's law, that people abide by law and order. So we, as a military, will continue to reaffirm our resolve and commitment to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and to do everything that we can to maintain the territorial integrity of Ghana and to push this process. Let me assure you that we will back this particular episode also. We'll be at the stadium. Probably you will not see us in numbers because we will not be in uniform. We will want to enjoy just like any other person, but we will be there to support this very noble gesture. Our message to you, back to the speaker, is to tell him that we are happy that once more he has recognized us, he has honored the Ghana Armed Forces by presenting this cup to us and making us a part of this very innovative venture.
The Democracy Cup Trophy there getting to the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, meanwhile, Asante Kotoko head coach Eric Tinkler has urged supporters of the club to rally behind the Porcupine Warriors ahead of the Democracy Cup clash at the Barbera Sports Stadium on Friday. Tinkler believes strong backing from the fans will be crucial as Kotoko prepares for the highly anticipated fixture. The South African coach is counting on the supporters to create an electric atmosphere at the Barbera Stadium and inspire the team to deliver a positive performance.
We're obviously looking to prepare over the next 2 weeks to ensure that we get to the game on the 28th in the Democracy Cup against Heart of Oaks and put on a good performance, especially at home, especially in front of our own fans. I've been involved in a number of derbies back in South Africa, so looking forward to this because I believe it's a big derby here in Ghana, and we expect a big crowd. And obviously, I want to please the Asante Kotoko fans, obviously, with the win. I thrive on that pressure, to be honest. Like I said, I've been involved in big derbies, Orlando Pirates against Kaizer Chiefs. I was involved in those games for a number of years. And big crowds, big expectations, both from the Chiefs and the Pirates fans. So it's going to be no different. You know, I need to take that experience and that knowledge, pass it on to the players, take the pressure off the players. Can't go into that game with a fear of losing. We want to put on a good performance.
3FM 92.7.
For the fans that are in the stadium and obviously the millions that are going to be either listening to it on the radio or on the TV. You know, so we want to put on a good performance. And players must go out there and play with a little bit of freedom and without fear.
Eric Tinkler, the head coach of Asante Kotoko. Let's now cross our borders and go to Spain, where there is good news for Ghana, because Ghana, we have a representative in the La Liga. Another young prospect has joined the team in the La Liga, and it's a big one for us. That is Roxanne Yeboah, who was joined Osasuna from Swedish side. That is IFK Godberg. The 24-year-old says he's happy to have joined Osasuna and ready to go.
I think with my qualities and my strengths, like I'm hoping like I can fit in here, you know, because I've heard like a lot about the club, like the way they play. So I think like I can fit in here. My physical, like I think I have strength, like so much strength, and then speed also, you know. And I'm very good on the like ball playing also. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see them, you know. Yeah, because I can't wait to play in front of the fans, you know. Yeah, so like all that I can say is like I think this season is going to be special, you know. Yeah, because we have a lot to give, you know. Yeah, so I think they should like expect like more from the team this season.
That is Roxy there talking about how happy he is to have joined Osasuna. That brings us to the end of the sports update here on 3FM Sunrise. My name is Mutala Yakubu. There's more on all our socials at 3Sports GH. The show continues right after this.